So recently on Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp quoted a relationship quote from Shaq to Monique, and she was like, "With all due respect, why would I listen to Shaq? He doesn't have anybody." And I was like, "Hold on, wait, you on your third marriage right now, Monique? What are you talking about?" Shaq was divorced once from his baby mama Shani. They had 4 beautiful kids together. You on your third marriage? Let's hear what she had to say.
Sierra says a lot of women talk about Sierra's prayer, but when a God sends a good man, they don't want them. Is that true?
I cannot speak for them. I can only speak for me. Because when the universe sent mine to me, baby.
You was ready. You was ready.
When he sent that man to me, even this morning, I thank the universe for that man right there. Before I came on air with you, I was talking to him.
I know.
He said, "Mama," you heard me talking. I said, "Hey, Daddy." Yeah, I did.
First, let's acknowledge they're talking about two separate things. Sierra says when God sends a good man, most women don't want that. Monique says the universe sent her a man. She's not talking about God. So obviously she probably doesn't believe in God. So two separate things. But Sierra and Russell Wilson didn't hook up until after she had a baby by Future, a guy who has 8 children by 8 baby mamas. You dig what I'm saying? So it's ironic. And then when she does decide to have a baby by Russell Wilson, she still makes independent woman music telling other women, you don't need a man. And for Monique, I don't think she wanted a good man. I think she, as a strong black woman who's the breadwinner, she wanted a guy that she could push over. And the evidence of that is clear when you hear them talking about their open marriage.
When we first came out with it, everybody said, "Oh my God, how could Monique let that man do that to her?"
Whose idea was it?
Well, because she's this big woman and he's this good-looking man, and because she has this money, she gonna let that man do whatever he want to do just to say she has a fine man.
So y'all talking about, because you talk about emotion and conversation, but that's not what y'all talking about. Sex right now.
Here's what makes it beautiful, John.
Okay.
Okay, shake your head one more time. Here.
Whose idea was it? Was it your idea?
It was my idea because 10 years ago, 11 years ago, I'm an entertainer, and this is my best friend ever. And what I did not want to do was be dishonest with my best friend. There may be times I may want to be with other men.
I mean, Denzel Washington's an entertainer too, but he never chose to want to be with other women. You know, but different strokes for different folks.
And my best friend said to me, "Mama, I've loved you since the 10th grade. Do you think you being with another man is going to have anything to do with me loving you?" And then he said, "Well, you know, if you can be with other men, I can be with other women." I said, "Well, that's not what I meant now. That's not what I meant." But it was my idea because I wanted to be open and honest with the person that I was going to spend the rest of my life with.
I think that's amazing. And a lot of people think that that's novel, and y'all church people are going to have a heart attack. Monique is from Baltimore with me. So I believed in open marriage. I just forgot to tell my ex-wife about it. So it didn't go well.
First, I want to say I appreciate Monique for being honest about what she wants in her relationship, because people don't do that these days. Now, let me also say it's ridiculous that they're sitting down with pastors and preachers. This is Jamal Bryant talking. He got kids every which way all through the congregation. And he's giving this woman, of course you believe in open marriage. You don't believe in marriage at all. I don't believe you believe in God at all, right? So that's crazy that we're even talking to him about this. But Monique doesn't believe in God either, I don't think. So I guess it lines up. But Monique didn't go and get a millionaire peer of hers to have a relationship with. No, she went back to 10th grade, a guy that she knew from back when, and was like, "Yo, let's do this." And then she directed the relationship because he was broke. She came to him. Do you think she would have been able to come to him and be like, "Oh, I want to marry you and we want to be together, but I want to have sex with other men"? Do you think she would have been able to say that if she wasn't the breadwinner? Especially being a big black woman as she is, and loudmouth too? No, it doesn't work like that. Listen, whoever is the money maker gets to decide these type of things. If he was the money maker, he would have been like, "Yeah, first of all, I'm not taking you seriously at all. Like, why would you even think we were about to get married or have a relationship or anything?" Right? So, of course, this relationship is going to be open because I'm going to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So let's just get that understood of why the dynamics is playing out like it's playing out. But one thing I will say, even in this dynamic that they have, she does give him reverence as to being a good black man. Like she does give him respect and put respect on his name. But it's I believe it's partially because he's a yes man, and he's along for the ride that she's taking him on. But nonetheless, she does give him respect, and you can see that here.
Because we've not been trained. We've not been conditioned to understand you. We've been trained to fight against you.
Right.
We've been trained to go against you. We've watched our mamas, our grandmamas, our aunties speak ill of a black man. So now when a black man comes and he good, you waiting for the bad because grandmama told you black men wasn't. Mama told you black men wasn't. Your auntie said black men ain't. So all you have in your mind is black men ain't. So when you get that beautiful black man, he's now got to say to you, erase everything they taught you.
Right.
Because I'm here.
Or then you treat him like that, and then he goes, and then you talk about...
Now you're mad because he didn't want you the white girl, Shannon. Now y'all start treating Shannon good, okay? Start treating him good.
Now, even though she's probably paying to have this man treat her as good as she is talking about that she's being treated, she gives him extra respect on his name. And that is something that is very valued by any man when it comes to his woman. Respect. And a lot of women in this day and age really don't get that. So I'm glad that she's doing that, even given the dynamics of this relationship.
Now, Shannon, I got to catch my plane.
Okay, this is the last one.
Unless you want to send me back on your jet.
I wish I had one, Mo. I wish I had one. But I'm going to get you out here on this
See
one.
what y'all did?
You heard what Shaq said. Shaq
What'd he
said,
say?
they asked Shaq, should a man open up to a woman? Shaq said no. He says, because if you do, they're going to use it against you. He said, because if I'm crying about something, they're going to say, the first time they get mad, they're going to say, see, you crying because your daddy said what he said.
How do you take advice from a man who has no woman? And I love Shaq. But how do you take advice from my brother that has no one?
Okay.
So, Monique, you just told us how black women have been trained to hate the black man without even having no evidence of him being a bad black man. But they are trained to think this way. And then now you're going to tell us that we should lay on the pillow and pillow talk and trust these same women to hold some of the most vulnerable moments that we would give them, to hold them sacred? Come on, we live in a time where all these Instagram models, they can't wait to catch you sleeping on a pillow and let the world know that you was over there that night. You know what I'm saying? So what do you think they're going to do with the vulnerable things that you tell them? Come on now. And this coming from Monique telling you to pillow talk with these women, but she's the same one who chose to air out D.L. Hughley's daughter's terrible situation of her being touched when she was at a younger age, right? This is Monique that chose to air out this information that was a touchy subject for D.L. Hughley. So the same woman want to tell every other man to trust these women with pillow talking about some of your most vulnerable moments? Are you nuts, Monique? And then if you really want to be real, we can say that you don't have no one, because it clearly looks like you're paying for this man to be here. And this is your third marriage. Shaq has had one divorce. You've had two. You're on your third marriage. Shaq got beautiful kids, and his marriage only disseminated because he was cheating, and he did that. What can you say that was your reason for your marriage's disseminate? And I'm just saying, Monique, come on now. Like, even with you, Monique, I believe you have great insight on relationships and marriage, even though your track record doesn't say that you've been doing good at it. I know you got some gems that you can give a single man like me that I should listen and adhere to. And I'll do that. With the good stuff I hear from you, I'll pick those gems up. The bull that I hear from you, I'm going to leave them in the dirt where they are. But I don't believe that just because Shannon is not a basketball player, that he can't give good critique on basketball, because we see him do it every day. He's great at it, even though he played football. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to be a parent to tell actual parents that letting your child drink bleach is a bad idea. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say that?
If you have that person in your life and you say, listen, I'm going through, who else do you talk to at nighttime in your pillow talk? Who else do you share your life with? Who are you sharing with your life with, Shaq? Do you tell another man about your situation? And does he make you feel better? Like, who do you share your life with? So I don't agree with that at all. And I love my brother, but I don't agree with that. I think that makes division.
And listen, we should all be able to talk to somebody. Best thing I can tell you is that the best person to talk to is God. Because she's kind of proving the point right now. Because she's low-key trying to, you heard how she was like, oh, who you going to talk to, a man? She threw that in there, right? Of course, if you ain't talking to your girl, then you're probably talking to your friends who is men or whatever. But the way she said it, she tried to throw it in there low-key on some insinuation of Shaq's sexuality. And this is the type of thing that we're talking about that women do. They often, this is why a man would feel more comfortable telling one of the homies something vulnerable rather than telling a woman, because even though you may feel close to this woman, you may feel like you're in love with this woman, you may feel like she is the greatest thing that ever happened to you, as soon as she's mad at you, as soon as you tell her no, she's going to flip the switch on you. And she's going to tell the world everything that you ever told her that was a vulnerable place for you. And this is what we worry about as men. Like, it's almost inevitable. It's like, why would you ever tell a woman something close to your heart? Because she's going to use it against you. I mean, I've got women in my life that I've also entrusted with heavy secrets, as we all have. Like, we all have these people that we go to, and we hope that they are our counterpart in holding our secrets and being the real people that we thought they were, that we could talk to them and tell them great, like, heavy things in our lives, and that they would protect those things as if they were their own. And for the people that I've entrusted with my secrets, as we all have these people, I love you for that. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being someone that I can trust to talk to about heavy things. But if these people at some point choose to be vindictive, ridiculous people that choose to go against and air out everything that we held sacred with them, there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that. But be extra hurt that they would betray me in that way. And at that point, it's nothing to be done. But it's why we hold these things so close to our hearts, because we don't know who is going to be the one to choose to take that moment to get a couple dollars or a little bit of clout and air your whole life out because you were the one that made it a little bit famous or whatever. You know, we never know who's going to be the one to do that to you.
Because if I got to call my girl and I talk to my husband,
Right.
when I heard Oprah say, and these are her words, not mine, she said, when I be stressed out and I be going through it after the show, I will come home and Gail could calm me down and put me to sleep. What you say?
What's that, man?
Okay, then you said it.
I ain't just said that.
I'm a sip.
I'm gonna get Oprah on here. I'm gonna get Oprah on the show.
But those are her words. So I believe that partnership is partnership all the way around. When I leave this earth, there's nothing my husband will not know about me, and the other way around.
Peep what she just said. She said, when I leave this earth, there is nothing her husband won't know about her, and the other way around. He's your husband now. He's been for years. Shouldn't he know everything about you already? So you and your husband still got secrets betwixt each other, but you telling Shaq to go and randomly pillow talk with these women that he's dating out here? Are you nuts, Monique? You telling us that you and your husband, it should be no secrets between y'all. But apparently y'all still got secrets. But you're telling Shaq he's stupid and you wouldn't listen to him because he doesn't have anyone. I would argue that his marriage went better than your 3, but whatever.
Did you know after your first 2 marriages you gonna get married again?
Yes. Because my first 2 marriages were just marriages of. My first marriage was you just couldn't have the milk without buying the cow.
Right.
That was the first marriage.
Right.
And we were boxers.
Okay.
And we were Friday night fights. Okay? Okay? We were it wasn't domestic violence. We was Friday night fights.
Right.
Okay? I took an L sometime, but sometime I didn't.
Right.
Okay? The second one was I couldn't afford to pay my rent.
Right.
And I didn't want to have a boyfriend.
Right.
So that's why I say this is the first time I've really been married.
Right.
So like she said, she's a boxer, right? She's going to fight you. Then she got sent to another man who was taking care of everything. But that wasn't good enough for her. Because why? She's a strong woman. She got to run some stuff. So the second man that she was sent that was taking care of everything, she couldn't do that because she ain't that type of woman. She got to run the whole situation. And so it is what it is. But y'all tell me what you think about it. But this is your boy P Cam. Let me know what you think and what you don't think. Get at your boy.